risen. I seem to have fallen. You may not have seen, but I've fallen. Can you please? He'll come back. He'll come back.
Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to episode 2 of Paddy Does a One Bro, the Dragon's Dogma Report. How are you finding it? Do you like it? I hope you do. If you didn't, this is never coming out. It's fine. Have some more belief in yourself, you fool. So we're continuing our journey through Dragon's Dogma with no friends, no pawns, no friends, no allies, nothing. And we're continuing from last episode. You may remember that we couldn't find any flowers. Turns out I only needed one Moonglow flower, and I already had that Moonglow flower, so I just went and handed it in. I just needed to talk to the lady more instead of giving up halfway through. So I passed that in, did that, and then it was time to go fight the Hydra. So to head back to the encampment. This is a story quest that kicks in automatically, and a big Hydra attacks. There's a nasty little hooded midget that's been flitting around and causing this misery for me, so he summons a Hydra. It ate a boy. It nearly ate me as well. It chomped down on my head, but I managed to climb up a body, and I was worried I wasn't doing any damage at first, but it turns out it's a story one. I chopped its head a few times and off it came. And then I was told by Sir Mercedes, who's a very cool NPC, that we have to go take it to the Duke over in Grand Soren. No, I got other things to do first. I don't want to miss any quests. I decided to head back and deal with some stuff before moving on to the main town, because my very first run I missed an entire area and missed a whole side quest by pushing forward, because side quests do cancel if you don't do them. So I decided to head back to town and get the bats killed, which took like 2 minutes, just in, out, dead bats. That's some free experience, I'll take it. So then we decided to go and deal with the snake. I thought I'd go meet Mercedes at the encampment, and then she said, I'll meet you at the Way Castle down the road. So, okay, fine. We won't do that now then. I'll meet you later. So I moved onwards. I found some bandits. Got a bit distracted by bandits. Ended up fighting a load of dogs as well. Managed to not get flattened by a boulder, which I was quite impressed by. And decided, you know what, I'm in the right area for it. Let's go do the Witchwood now. My cousin, Queeno, I think, has gone off to go find me a cure for my horrible, horrible chest scar. This was the quest that I missed, so I thought, let's go and save her. So I did. I fought about a hojillion bandits. I got killed once by them, and then did it again a lot better. It's easy. Into the Witchwood. Turns out the Witchwood is very foggy. I had some real problems getting around this zone. There are these foggy plinths that you have to break, which reveal the map. Otherwise you're just kind of wandering around. I didn't actually find the middle one. I wandered around for ages and I could not find the middle gassy thing. I looked in trees and everything, and I gave up. So I just pushed forward to the game. I knew how to get out. Just aim to the west and keep running. So I met a small girl called Celine, who isn't the witch. The witch apparently was her nan, who died. Oh, sad. But that's fine. I took all her stuff. Queena then runs away all by herself through the secret way out and back to Cassidus to check in. Again, another little quest complete. Very happy done. So, now we have a fun quest. I went to the inn, hit up Pablo. There is a criminal in town, stealing things from all the traders. So you go around, you talk to all the traders, and they say, oh, there's no one around. So we decide to do a sting. And normally, you've got all your pawns will stand outside. I think there's a line that says, your pawns will hold outside of the main gate and not let them out. Yeah, my pawns will absolutely do that. The pawns I have. Yeah, of course they will. So we run around town a little bit, find the man, chase the man down. He sort of gives up. He stopped, and I was able to grab him, no problem. So he gave up, I saved him, well, I stopped him, sorry, and then I beat the quest. So far, nothing really at this point has been too bad. I haven't needed help yet. The lizards from the last episode were probably the hardest thing so far. So I decided to just get on with it, really. Just get on with it, and head off to the Way Castle. On the way, I fought probably 3 families worth of dogs. Just a lot of dogs. Made it to the Way Castle fairly easily. There we find our snake on a wagon with a nice big oxen, which of course we climb on because that's the whole point of the oxen. And then it's time to move on to the mountain pass with the harpies, which are a lot harder to fight if you haven't got a bow and arrow or magic. You have to try and knock them out of the sky. I was trying to do my shield summon to bring them to me so I could bash them out of the sky. It was working okay, but without a decent skyward attack, I wasn't really doing very well. I was doing quite well with jumping and attacking. That was sometimes knocking them down, but they kept taking everyone to sleep as well. Like, they do a sleep spell. And all the people I was going with all keep falling asleep. They also kept trying to steal me as well. They grab you by the shoulders and fly up, and you're like, do you mind? Like, can you not, please? Can you not? Luckily, I managed to survive it. Halfway up, you find a weird little house as well, right next to a rock trap with 2 dudes in it that don't want to talk about the rock trap. Bit suspicious, right? Bit suspicious. But we kept going on, keep moving on. The team are doing okay at this point. They say, oh, there must be a lever somewhere, as they show a cutscene of a lever. Like, we're not that stupid, come on. Lots of goblins, lots of goblins, lots of goblins, lots of goblins. I got a bit worried for my cow, because I noticed my cow's HP was getting a bit low, and then realised the cow is invincible. It falls down, gives a second, and stands back up again. Invincible cow! And with that, we arrive in Gran Soren. So you make it in through Gran Soren, and Mercedes tells you just to kick it, just to bum around for a while she goes to deal with the reception or whatever she had to deal with. It's been like 2 weeks since I played on this. It'll be a while. And I wander around, meet a suspicious man who asks about pawns. They won't let me through to the place where the pawns are yet. So I decide to wander around, say hello to a couple of the NPCs. The masterworks all.
Masterworks all, you can't go wrong.
So the aim of the game is to talk to people about pawns and give yourself some sort of thread to follow, some sort of hook to go on. So a lot of people recommend you go to the pub. So I go to the pub. The first thing I do in the pub is become an assassin. Yes, I'm able to level up my vocation. I thought it was at the Pawn Guild. Now, Assassin is the class I was recommended to take by the internet. It is a damage-focused class that has bows and arrows and swords and can use daggers. It's a hybrid of the warrior and the strider, the ranger strider. Rogue. It gives you a lot of offensive abilities without too many defensive ones, but I wasn't really using his shield stuff anyway, so this is kind of going to play quite well into what I like to do, and having the arrow is going to be a nice backup option. I pop over to see what equipment I've got in my box as well. Lots and lots of DLC equipment, none of which I'm going to touch because it just seems a bit overpowered, so it all goes in the toilet. I spend about 3 weeks swapping gear out. I settle on an outfit, level some of it up, thanks to Masterworks All.
Masterworks all, you can't go wrong.
Do a bit of upgrading, and then we go meet a man called Stefan. Now, Stefan wants a grimoire. It's a mysterious grimoire. Salomet's a grimoire. Grimoire's a fun word to say. Grimoire. 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 He wants me to go get his magical book. I know where this book is. I remember this one from my last attempt on the game. So this should be quite an easy quest to go and do. So I'm going to put that in my pocket for the moment. And for now, what I wanted to do is just nip outside and have a little wander around sort of the field area before Gran Soren. Get a bit of a feel for my class, get some discipline, level up some points. You know, just kind of settle into it. I didn't want to jump into anything too quickly. So firstly, running around, fighting up a load of goblins. Trying out a load of my new gear, trying out some of my new abilities. Smack lots of dudes, managed to level up my vocation, which unlocks a few new skills, one of which is intimate strike, or intimate blow. It's definitely intimate. A nice attack where your sword goes in, twists, and pulls back towards you. It does horrific damage. I like it a lot, and it's becoming my go-to with the blink strike, which is my strike forwards, and then my intimate strike is my you come here. Having a lot of fun with it. Having a lot of fun. So yeah, after a bit of leveling up, just feeling a bit, I just wanted to get myself a couple of levels in the bank, decide to go and get the grimoire back. Grimoire. So we head on through the mountains back to where we met the bandits before, the ones that killed me with the boulder that comes down the hill. I move on down the hill, fighting many bandits, many more bandits than I had before. I'm surprised it went as well as it did. I was chucking some health items, some greenware-ish, quite a lot, but now I found the controller command where I hold the 2 shoulder buttons and press down. I'm just chugging health like it ain't no problem. It's not a big deal. So yeah, after fighting about 1 million bandits, I make my way to the bandit camp, and they're surprisingly chill. They don't want to attack me. I ask the bandit leader, Maul, about the book. He tells me doesn't need any money, doesn't need any stuff. And I can't have it. Which, when's that ever going to put me off? So it turns out this is really easy. You just kind of climb up. You just climb up and you take it, and then you go. You just leave. Just leave. Easy quest. Honestly, easy quest. The hardest part is getting here. Once you're here, you've done it. Bonkers quest. On the way back to Grand Soren, ran into some undead zombies, which were remarkably sturdy, actually. Again, normally I'd have a flame blade, or someone will be healing or casting light, or I'd be shooting from a mile away. Now I'm just fighting them with a sword. This is a little bit more scary than it was before. So I'm having fun meeting new challenges that I didn't think used to be challenges, I think? That makes sense, right? You know what that means. Come on, shut up. So, something I saw when I was walking around before was a Cyclops. A big old Cyclops. And I have got a quest to kill 3 Cyclopses, one of which I've already done. So I think, you know what? I've leveled up a bit. I'm feeling pretty confident. I just killed like 100 bandits. I can do a Cyclops. So I take my time and I find my way around to where the Cyclops is. Initially tried shooting him from a distance. It was okay. It wasn't doing too much. So I decided to jump down and fight him with my sword. Honestly, this was not actually that bad. Maybe it was the change of class. Maybe it was just becoming more confident with the abilities. I was jumping and climbing on the Cyclops a lot better. I did quite a bit of damage to him quite quickly. The fight was long. It was definitely the longest fight I've had so far, bar the lizards, I think. But generally, I had a good time with it. I rolled around. I wanted to flex on him for the last kill. I wanted to sort of do a jump slash, and then turns out he had a health bar. So I didn't flex him in the end. I just fought him bit by bit by bit. Knocked the Cyclops down. That's 2 out of 3. And that was probably my best victory so far. I felt pretty good about this one. And then decided, do you know what? I've finally done it. Let's sort out something from last episode that we didn't do. Let's go kill some seagulls. So I took my bow and I headed all the way up to Cassidus and I shot 2 seagulls, and I felt very, 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 very smug about myself.
I seem to have fallen.
Wow, I shouldn't have really. Shouldn't have really. The easiest thing, easiest quest in the whole game, really. You just need a bow. So that was fun. Headed back to Cassidus just to check in. I was just going to go sell off some stuff that I'd picked up, and had someone yell from the well. They did a well yell. I'm heading down. You meet an old man who's gone down there to drink, and he said there's just a horrible lizard nest down there. I wonder what the lizards could be. So you go down, just as you did before, to where the lizards are in the well. Strike the tail. I think they're called saurians, but they're lizards. You know they're lizards. So I go and fight a few, and you go a different way this time. You sort of head around to the right rather than around to the left. And he gives you some throw blasts as well, which I didn't want to use just yet. So I run around and I beat up some eggs and I beat up some lizards, and it's going pretty well actually. I've got a nice little synergy going with my attacks. I've got a little skyward lash that knocks things up. And a sort of a stab forwards that works as well. I'm pretty happy actually. I've got some good sets. Halfway through, guess what turns up? It's a boss lizard. It's 3 times as tall probably as the regular lizards. But the weird thing is, it kind of goes down just as easily as the other lizards would. It was definitely tougher. Obviously, I had a bigger health bar, but my intimate strike, whatever it's called, on its tail, knocked its tail off in like a single hit. And then it was a matter of just staying around behind it, dropping the bomb on it, and just fighting hard and fighting smart. I did it well, and it turns out you can just leave from where you jumped in. I didn't know there was a ledge that you could climb back up. So the whole bit I did in the last episode where I saw the bandit, not needed. Not needed at all. I could have just left. So, yeah, I head back out, grab some more generic quests, whipped back off to Grand Soren, and I wanted to finish up at the Way Castle. At this point in the next episode, I'm going to be heading back off to Grand Soren to carry on with the main quest, hopefully, or doing a few more side quests. I'm not really sure yet. We'll see how it feels. At the moment, generally, this episode, or this run of the game, this is probably about 4 hours worth of gameplay at this point. I've cut it down very heavily from what I was doing. So far, the hardest part has been when I get swarmed, or when there's archers. Archers I don't really have a defense against at the minute because I'm not really using a shield. And I don't know how to roll. I don't know if that's something you get later, but I can't dodge or anything. I just take the hits, so I'm kind of having to dart forward and strike them before they kill me. I don't think it's that hard yet. Even the Cyclops, who I thought was going to be a big deal, was just long. It was just long. He was hitting me hard, but not not hard enough to make a massive, massive difference. So far, yeah, I'm wondering this might actually be easy. That's gonna be, it's gonna come back and bite me in the ass. I think it will come back and bite me in the ass. But I'm very happy for the moment with how everything's going. I'm enjoying the run. It's nice to play again, and it's different enough that it's very fresh to me now. I'm remembering kind of the basic feel of where things are, but the fact that I haven't got an army of hangers-on yelling about tails is different. And, you know, you level up so much faster on your own anyway. I mean, I'm, level 20 by the time this video ended, which is crazy numbers. I shouldn't be level 20 at this point. Come on. Crazy numbers. So, yeah, having a lot of fun with it. I hope you've enjoyed watching the Dragon's Dogma report. Like I say, next time we're going to be heading off back to Gran Soren, picking up some quests around there, and pushing on with the story, I think. Thanks for watching. Once again, art at the front was by the lovely Wayne at OnSide7 on the Twitter. Lovely man. Go see him. Commission him for artwork. Tell him I sent you. Maybe you'll give me a discount. I don't need a discount, Wayne. I love you lots. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon.